The hoppers you see in front of you, they all fit the rip clip or the Tippmann Cyclone Feed. We've got a rip clip here, which is very, very similar, of course, as you probably all know, to the Cyclone Feed. Worth mentioning before we start, anyone who's not sure what these hoppers will fit, it's quite a common question, believe it or not. This is a standard 200 round hopper. It's got a small exit hole for the balls. The difference between this standard one and a Cyclone Feed is apparent, but the exit hole in this is around about 10 times bigger, and this slots straight in to the BT rip clip or the Tippmann Cyclone Feed. Now what we've got in front of us, let me just move these out of the way. What we've got in front of us is the 200 round, the 300 round and the 400 round, sometimes referred to as the 450 round, and the Tac Cap. Now Tac Cap can be broken down, but we'll go to that in a minute to show you what it's all about. And we've also got the low profile, which most of you are familiar with. It came out with the X7 and it's used on the Phenom now as a standard issue hopper. It's a 200 round, it's called a low profile for obvious reasons. It's very, very thin and long. There's advantages and disadvantages with all of them. Obviously most people won't want this one. If you were a machine gunner, maybe you would. It holds 400 rounds and you can basically keep firing all day long, and that's the only real benefit of this one, is that it holds a lot, but obviously that adds a big weight to your gun, which you may or may not be able to cope with. All these here, these three, just move these out of the way because they're slightly different. These are all offset. So once you put them in the Cyclone Feed, they will sit offset, allowing you to add scopes to your A5 or BT marker. All of them do that. They're exactly the same. They're all offset to the same amount. It's just different sizes suit different people. The 400 round, massive, can keep firing all day long. You've then got the 300 round, which is a happy medium between the 400 round and the 200 round. The only advantage between the 200 round and the one I showed you earlier, which is the low profile, would be that it's offset further than the low profile hopper is, the standard issue. This is actually a Rap4 version, which is cheaper, exactly the same, no difference. It's got a white lid. Some of the Tippmann ones come with a black lid or a smoked lid, but apart from that it's identical, cheaper. Definitely worthwhile getting that from us to save yourself some money. The Tac Cap is what we're starting to see now coming in to play more often, with when people are losing interest with the high firepower games, wanting to play the tactical games, they're purchasing these. Now these are very cheap from us, and they're multi-leveled. So these can be broken down, basically. It starts with your cap at the top. This then can be broken down into 3 separate levels. They fit in the same way as your Cyclone Feed. They fit your Cyclone Feed, which if you just turn it, twist and pull it off, there you have a level. Same again, all the way down. Total of 3 levels. That can be fitted straight to your marker, straight onto the feed. Which I have here. This is a BT rip clip. That fits straight in, so you can have a tiny little hopper extension, which is perfect for tactical days or mil sim training, whichever may suit you best. This of course can then be built up to a total of 56 balls using all the caps. So you could have it at that level, that would fit on the same. You can take it up a further level still. And of course if you really wanted to, you could buy another set of these and build them up even further yet again. But I think you may be pushing it a little bit because it'd be slightly too high. And probably wouldn't look that great, to be honest, but you can go on up indefinitely. Right, you're probably wondering what these actually look like on some markers. So I've got here a Tippmann X7 Phenom, standard issue, no changes, no modifications, straight out of the box, with the Tac Cap on. That's using all levels. Your marker, if you've got a Tippmann X7 Phenom, will look just like this. Same principle as the other ones. Literally squish it in, turn it, and there you are. Pretty big. Some people say too big, but there again, if you're a backup guy and you're going to be laying down a lot of firepower, you're going to need one of these. Ideally, You don't want to be reloading. You don't want to be taking your pods out and open up the cap and pouring them in to your standard small hopper. So a 400 round to a 300 round, which is what this one is. This will keep the guys back, your enemy back for a long period of time, and anyway much longer than you would do if you had a standard hopper. Tippmann A5, pretty much the same, similar sort of size gun. Let's put the 400 round on that one. Same again, really. Just push it in, turn. Now that is huge. But same again. If you want to be laying down heavy firepower, this is exactly what you need. Now the in-between one, if you wanted to go still with a 200 round, so you haven't got the weight and the size, but you want to offset your hopper further, you would use a 200 round. It's just offset much further than the other one is, and it gives you room for scope. Let me attach that and quickly show you how that would then look. See quite clearly how much of an offset this is going to be. This is ideal if you're adding scopes. You want to put a mount on top, bring it up. You don't need then any offset mounts or anything like that. Scope straight on there, red dot. It's going to fit on perfectly, and it's still the same capacity. It's 200 round, but it's offset, made of real solid plastic. You get years of use out of it, and that's especially for the offset look, basically. So just a quick run through again. You've got the 400 round, you've got the 200 round, you've got the 300 round offset hopper range. You've got the Rap4 version of the standard issue low profile hopper, a little bit cheaper, save a bit of money. It's got a white lid. Say some of them from Tippmann come with a black lid, some come with a white lid. It's see-through, you can still see the balls inside. And then of course, if you want to go for a real tactical day, this is the one you need. It's a Tac hopper, and basically it can be split down into 3 sections with a maximum capacity of 56 balls, including your Cyclone Feed System. Okay, if you need any more information or any products, visit www.rap4uk.com.